And welcome to the Tailgate Sports Show here on WNDR 97.7, nextdoorradio.com, and the Nextdoor Radio app. My name is Trey Snide on behalf of our Tailgate Sports Show. Our phone number, 919-618-9258, 919-618-9258. If you missed this live, head over to our website at nextdoorradio.com. Go into the sports section. Everything we've ever done is sitting right there. We've got a good show lined up for today. It's Monday, which means we are featuring JF Webb football coach, the defensive coordinator, JF Webb, Sam Richardson. How are you, my friend? You doing good?
I'm doing great today. How about yourself?
We're doing fantastic. I appreciate you coming in. Of course, we got some twins in the studio as well. Again, that kind of touches home because I'm a twin. Lives over in the Henderson Mark. We were separated for about 13, 14 years before he finally moved back. So there you go. But Jalen and Jaden Hester joins us here. How are your guests? You doing good?
Yeah, doing good.
You doing good?
Doing good.
There you go. Again, this Tailgate Sports Show. So, brand new system, and I'll start with you guys real quick. Brand new system, not the season that you wanted there at JF Webb last year, but it's a whole new team, whole new system. How excited are you to kind of get the seasons kicked off here on August 18th?
I think what they mean to say is they're super excited to compete with their brothers this year.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's a new look. It's a new group of coaches, a few new young men, some old faces as well. But just putting in the day in, day out work to not only mentally but also on the field and in the weight room to make sure that we put our product out there that's been different than what's been accustomed over the last few years here at JF Webb and in Oxford community football.
So what is the difference so far? Again, this is Coach Gainey, the head football coach there at JF Webb, has coming from a tremendous program there at Triple S this past year, bringing the winning attitude that they've had for many years now over to JF Webb here in Oxford. So, Coach, what has been the difference that you've seen here this offseason?
Well, like Coach Gainey said, he's bringing in his winning culture from Triple S, and some of the things that those coaches and that coaching staff did that expedited the process of Triple S becoming back into a winning program. Here at JF Webb, we've put that on the kids. The thing that we've been as coaches surprised by, but at the same time really proud of the kids, is they're trusting us to know that, hey, this is the winning recipe. Sometimes they may not be familiar with hard work or the small things that matter to winning on an everyday basis. So just bring that into them every day, and not only mentoring them, teaching them the game of football, talking to them as young men, respecting them as young men. As they all know, we have our core values, RDCAT. RDCAT is a 5-letter acronym, but it stands for respect, discipline, commitment, accountability, and toughness. And so we preach that every day. We make sure they know it every day, and we're just excited to. We're just really stoked to get really things going as we approach season opener.
There you go. Of course, Jalen and Jaden Hester joins us here by way of the Tailgate Sports Show, either by our video and audio. We appreciate you for tuning in. Jalen, we'll start with you here. One of the texts that I got from Coach Gainey this morning let me know that you guys were coming in. He said both of you guys are electrifying and are going to help the team this year. Jalen, let's start with you. What does that mean when he says that? What's that mean?
Talk about yourself, baby. Well, what Jalen's trying to say is Jalen's is a returning all conference guy at the cornerback position and wide receiver. He had to get thrown in the fire per se last year as a sophomore, and he responded very well. His tape, at the corner position and the wide receiver looks really, really well. One of the things that Coach Gainey and myself saw coming in prior to coming to this football program as one of those special kids that can be definitely for this program. And then Jaden, of course, also that same caliber player, made some big plays, some big games last year in conference, and made sure they knew his numbers and name as well. He's just as physical, not afraid to run, not afraid of contact, and just a natural playmaker. Sometimes certain things they have natural athletic ability. These guys are God given, and we talk to them every day. We believe that these are guys that can be not only all conference, but even in that conversation for player of the years or some all states. So we have that belief system in these kids. So we preach to them every day, and we're just main thing right now is we talk every day. They know that we talk about other stuff outside of just football, about manhood, about being a better person, school and how important that is to go to the next level, and just taking care of their brother. At the end of the day, team success is individual success.
There you go.
And that's we have to have team success first, so that the individuals can have their success as well.
When we start using superstar and MVP on a program or course in high school football, that's some big accolades, my friend. So let's talk a little bit more. Again, relax, have fun with it, okay? Jaden, talk a little bit about what Coach Richardson just said about the electrifying potential all-star MVP status.
Last year I was like starting at safety, right? Yeah, I was tackling people from like when they was running the ball and stuff. And then one game they put me outside linebacker. And I made big plays at that game. Stuff like that.
Hey, so did you like the kind of transition to the linebacker position?
Yeah, at first I didn't like it, but then I played it one game, I liked it.
Yeah.
Because I was making more plays and stuff.
You're a big man on campus when that linebacker stuff entering. Big man on campus. So talk a little bit, Coach Richardson, the defense coordinator for JF Webb, joins us here by way of our Tailgate Sports Show. This is WNDR 97.7. My name is Trace Dunn on behalf of the Tailgate Sports Show. Our phone number, 919-618-9258. Feel free to give us a call to talk to these guys as well. But going to the defensive side a little bit more, Coach, what is different this year compared to the last couple of years there at JF Webb?
Well, just speaking on this year, the main thing is coming from playing at a high level in Division I football myself is the mental part of the game, the basics of the game, just understanding, making sure every kid, not only the starters, but the backups and the freshmen coming in, that understand that, hey, this is our defensive scheme. Just talking to them personally over the last few years, they kind of didn't know the nuances of that. And so just letting them know, like, hey, you have to take pride in knowing what your defensive and offensive scheme and special team scheme and these things of nature, and just teaching them the basics, small stuff as far as like knowing what an A gap, B gap, C gap is, defensively, or understanding, cover threes and different coverages and responsibilities, and understanding, pulls and how to read run pass off of offensive alignment. So things like that we're just going over every day. These guys, they do a great job, along with a good group of them, of trying to get any extra work on huddle, like looking up film, going over our playbooks, and digesting. I tend to give them defensively some quizzes, so we do some mental things to see, hey, are you not only hearing this, but are you retaining it, and can you put it on paper? Like personnel, small things like that. Understanding that personnel is a 2-digit number, and the first number is the number of running backs, and the second number is the number of tight ends. Those small things, as far as myself going into college, I learned a lot from my defensive coordinator at North Carolina Central University from 2014, 2018, Granville Eastman. And so, just trying to make them smart football players, so when they do interact with college coaches, they sound like they already can, be a part of a program in the basics, because the scheme may change, but more so just talking football dialogue. That's a whole different language, And so just teaching them that part of, it's almost like a foreign language sometimes, just teaching them the football dialogue and understanding it and getting comfortable with it, so that we can talk as a team on, weekday installs and game days as well.
So first game of the season coming up on the 18th, which is only 2 weeks away, a little bit less, against East Chapel Hill. You're talking a little bit about the extra game film and preparing for the offseason. What are you seeing at East Chapel Hill that you can kind of say, look, remember, they might not be listening now, but eventually they will be. So what do you know about East Chapel Hill?
Well, we don't have any film out. Obviously, that's to think about the opener.
Okay.
The first game of the season, you just kind of have to prepare accordingly. So that is more so for us, for the opener, is just preparing our kids so they understand their run fits, their pass fits, how we're going to read and react accordingly. We're just excited to, open up a game where, two teams are trying to get that first win. And, it's almost like a boxing match, that first round or two, to get work through that anxiety, that anxiousness, and play football.
So you're talking about they were 2-6 this past season for 2022, giving up right at 40-ish games points per game. And so have you seen anything from years past that you we can kind of work with that?
Yeah. So we've obviously, you see their record, and, the kids see that as well. And they say, oh man, we feel pretty confident
Mhm.
to get a win. But at the same time, like we have to keep our kids. They're working their tails off, and we know what we have at JF Webb. But how we try to keep them humble and let them understand, like, hey, you guys were your record last year.
Mhm.
So I'm sure they're saying it's the same similar
Yeah.
things over there at East Chapel Hill. So it's just more so about just putting in the day in day out work of a winning program
Mhm.
and a winning attitude. Like I said, we're referring back to our core values, RDCAT, and just looking for, and then putting that on the field and letting these kids play football
Yeah.
and let them. We gotta teach them it now, so when they get out there, they can play fast and physical. But as far as East Chapel Hill, we're just looking forward to. We're going to expect a great team to come over here, and we're going to be prepared as such. We're not going to undervalue their record. Everybody's 0-0, so
Yep.
everybody's undefeated in week 1. So
There
we're
you
going to treat
go.
them as such.
There you go. Defense coordinator for JF Webb and Sam Richardson and Jalen and Jaden Hester joins us here by way of our Tailgate Sports Show here in studio here today. And they are JF Webb is featured every single Monday here on the Tailgate Sports Show. So talk a little bit about what are you looking for, both of you guys, to the first game of the regular season against East Chapel Hill. What can we expect from you guys? We'll go from there.
I'm looking for us to play together as a team. And don't be scared of contact like that. Like
There you
that.
go. All right.
I want to see what we got this year. First game. I want to get the W.
All right. And now you guys started contact this past week, right? Or is it this week?
We had our first contact practice on Saturday.
On
Yes.
this past Saturday. How'd it go?
You guys like to speak on that? How'd you feel everything went?
How you feeling, should you say?
We won't scared to hit. We won't scared to hit.
Yeah.
And we're good.
I'll elaborate on that. It was definitely a physical practice. It was fun. We gotta remember that everything, with especially nowadays with social media and you got all these lights and eyes, and obviously, papers and news outlets, we gotta remember that football's supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
And so the main thing was it was a fun practice. I can attest to that. Even some of the coaches we all have player backgrounds, so we even got it was real interesting. Everybody, we definitely started off with a couple of sprints, conditioning to just get those. We preach that, obviously being a smaller school, we got to be in shape, and then we had about I would say about a 20-30 minute session of teaching tackling, and it was just step by step, the partner just step by step, real slow, just teaching to get their head across and protect themselves and having their head up, because that stuff's important. Every year we're going to do that, no matter what. We're just going to assume that nobody's tackled before, so that we all can be prepared to tackle. And then we went a little live, and I think, man, when you have fun like that, I think we got lost. But I think 90 minutes went by of just pure contact drills.
Wow, I hear you.
And it was just exciting to see kids. The main thing for us as coaches is that we wanted to see, I guess we want to see who's going to all bark and who's all bite.
Yeah.
And we didn't see nobody shy away. Everybody wanted reps. Good, bad, or ugly. It was fun, and we loved on each other. And it was a real great practice, and we're looking forward to just getting better off of that practice.
So, what has been your favorite part of the off season to this point as we prepare for the regular season against East Chapel Hill on the 18th of August? What has been your favorite part to this point?
I would just say, obviously, with us being a first year coaching staff at JF Webb, getting to know these kids. A lot of I know myself. I travel from the Durham area up here to speak with, to mentor them and coach them up. And the main thing is, I told Coach Danny when we took the job opportunity down here that, one, I was here for his support, to support him in any way, form, or fashion, and number two, for these guys right here. They know how much I love them. You fought the game of football. It brings us together and gives us a time schedule to hang out with each other. But more importantly, I love on these guys, and I tell them all the time. They'll tell you that I try to tell them. I use the terminology: I can either love you to death or love you to life.
Yeah,
and I tell them, loving you to
that.
death is watching you. I love you, but I may watch you do things that aren't positive for you as an individual. But I love you so much that I'm not going to say anything. Whereas love you to life is meaning that if I see something that needs to be corrected, whether it's taking a rep off in the weight room or not bad body language during conditioning or things of that nature. We're going to speak out on it. We're going to address it, and we want you to, because we want to see you guys be successful.
There you go.
It's a lot of talented kids out there, and we're just super excited to get them on the field and give them and let them be them. that's the main thing. We tell them to be you every day. So we got some guys that lead by example. Obviously, we got some guys that are more vocal, but more importantly, we just want them to be them, and they know that we love them, and we're here for them not only in football but outside of that.
So coming up again, East Chapel Hill on the 18th. Talk a little bit more. Of course, you got some electrifying players here in Jalen and Jaden Hester. But let's talk about the defense and whole. Who can we expect to kind of make a standout here this year for JF Webb?
Well, we're looking forward to seeing some of our seniors step up this year, particularly Alex Bridges. He's our starting nose guard right now. We're loving what we're seeing from him. Obviously, a good defense, especially on the high school level, starts with a dominant defensive line or defensive lineman. And that defensive line in total is just working together, learning to be in their fits, be where they need to be, understanding, run reads to stay in their gaps, pass reads to go, get the quarterback, and those small things. The back six, particularly in our defense, of our linebackers and safeties, these guys are two of those six, obviously. Yeah. But the other guys are just as talented, and we feel like, and they're really smart football players. We got some competition going on right now. So that's always a good thing, especially on defense, because that means you can kind of shift some things around if you need to. We got plenty of athletes, and so we're just super excited. And like I said, with year one, we're just excited to get that game one in and show these kids what they're capable of, and get this Oxford community excited for football.
There you go. Well, anything else we want to make sure we highlight before we kind of wrap it up, guys? Y'all good?
Yes, sir.
Good. Well, I appreciate all three of you for joining us here on our Tailgate Sports Show. Coach, last words if you want to talk a little bit more.
So I just want to say that we're excited and we're thankful for the Oxford community and the support from them, not only the JF Webb administration, Dr. Fugua, and the assistant principals, but also the Granville County School Board for what they have, the welcoming they have been for us. And we're just excited, and we're just excited to get the season started and start our season hashtag is Webb versus everybody. So you'll be hearing a lot of that as the season gets going on. So Webb versus everybody.
There you go. Well, Coach, appreciate you. Good luck the rest of the way. Have fun the last week and a half or so, and we'll see you there versus East Chapel Hill there at JF Webb. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Hey, appreciate it, fellas. Good luck. Have fun. Enjoy the next couple weeks. Okay?
Thank you.
There you go. Appreciate you guys. Again, my name is Trace Nine on behalf of the Tailgate Sports Show. This is WNDR 97.7, nextdoorradio.com, and the Nextdoor Radio app. We'll see you later.